we are starting the proposal for the national demonstration. Before you not why you come to me right a little road
Good evening and welcome back to the Philip Monster Ground down here in V4. The two fixtures on the cards for tonight will represent the end of the 5th round. And we take a break for the Caribbean Premier League, which commences tomorrow with the defending champions St. Lucia Kings. But for tonight, it's V4 North coming up against Micoud. Elijah Williams in your company alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Good night, everyone. Always a pleasure to be here. Of course, here at the Philip Monster Ground, that is. Listen, Eli, we have been all over, and sometimes I get even confused. We've been up and down the country, but no better place to be on a Friday night, that is. It is tier 2 of the competition, and as Eli illustrated, it is Micoud taking on V4 North.
Yeah, two teams are languishing towards the bottom of the table. They will both want to pick up points this evening. Micoud in 9th position, so they're actually in the relegation zone right now on 3 points. But V4 North only betters them by goal difference, a -2 to a -7. So two teams both will be looking for points this evening. And let me see if I can quickly get through the team news with no incident. For V4 North in goal, Gavin Gopal. Killen Alphonse, Christopher Gilbert, Sylvanus Alfred, and Nickel Michael, they make up the back 4. The midfield 3 comprises Curtly Johnny, Silasilis, and Kevin Myers. Dylan Johnson, he's in the forward position, and he's flanked by Gavin Inglis and Deline Jerson. For the Micoud squad in goal, Ted Augustin, Makonnen Fanis, Leonard Casimir, Kyron Marsler, and Stefan Klesser, they make up the back 4. Lauren Marsler, Dre Donnelly, and Tremaine Paul on the midfield 3. Rai Gasper, he is in his familiar striker's position, and he's flanked by Shervin Edith and Shaquin Matty.
Like you mentioned, Eli, two teams at similar spectrum on the table. So clearly it's all about trying to move from the cellar position. Of course, they're trying to make their way at least to be comfortable, whether it be mid-table or top 4. But it's going to be hard for either of those teams to get promoted to tier 1. Again, they always say that the table doesn't lie. And in terms of their point standings and the overall gameplay, it looks like Micoud, who has had some great history in terms of football in St. Lucia, but clearly it's a transitional phase for them, and they're trying to see how best they could get back into the true picture of football on the island.
Yeah, let me just correct myself. I was saying that these two teams are fighting off relegation. There's no relegation from tier 2.
Yeah, they stay right there. it's just probably just moving up the table or staying where you are.
Well, what I want to say, you want to be the tabletop as opposed to the legs.
That's a good shot. Very good shot from outside the area. V4 North showing their intent from early. The goalkeeper, as a matter of fact, just had to stare at this one. And if you know the history of this goal towards that end, many bizarre goals have been scored. So it's a goal that you really have to be mindful of, because that ball will do wonders to get at the back of the net.
Yeah, interestingly, in the middle this evening is Miss Alvina Francis, fresh off her exploits at the CFU Under-14 Girls Challenge, and would have had an opportunity to take in some instruction. We are refereeing instruction there as well. So looking forward to seeing her performance as well tonight.
Yeah. The lady in the middle, normally we say the man. There's a song called I'm looking for the man in the mirror. Well, she's not the man in the mirror. She's the lady in the middle.
You didn't have to sing it, you know. You could have just said it.
No. I want to get the right tone, you know.
Okay, all right.
Because basically what we're trying to do, Eli, we're trying to set the tone for the match. And often as we want persons to come to the stadium, but we have our viewership.
That's right.
Who always look forward to, you know, our commentary. So we must always provide total sportainment.
Package. That's
yes,
right.
Total sportainment.
Let me just say a particular shout out to those in the diaspora. I mean, we always implore persons to come down to the venues and support the football live action. But of course, if you're in Miami or New York or Canada or England, it's not possible. So big up you for making sure that you stay locked to the live stream.
Sure, but as we say so, we say the physio for the Micoud team making his way. First impression here tonight. Immediate attention. Looks like there's a little cold patch there. There's a little put a little ice pack on the thigh area. As Eli would say, he seems to have just suffered a bolo.
Shook with Matty there for Miku.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure to be down in the south enjoying some domestic football, as we say so. Therefore, North playing from the back. It's the way to go these days. Total football. Miku intercepting and trying to mount an attack from midfield. They keep possession. I think the mainstay for this Miku team would be Shane Paul. I think it's as Shane Paul goes, as they go. And also the finishing of Rai up top. Normally Rai plays as a winger. But he seems to be employed in the central,
Yeah,
or the focal point.
Tonight,
Yes,
yeah.
the focal point of attack. There's a cross, very interesting cross coming in there. Goalkeeper. Also want to make mention of the goalkeeper for Miku. I think he goes by the nickname of Fatah.
Fatah.
Either Fatah or Fatal.
Nah,
But
Fatah,
he's
Fatah.
quite a character in goal. So he too has to be very disciplined and forget about all the shenanigans and the theatrics. Stay focused and keep Miku in the game.
Pun intended.
Yes, certainly. Fully intended. But it's all about moving up the table, try to come away with some 3 points, so at least have some momentum going into other fixtures. Therefore, North just up the road, Miku a little further, but they're close on the table. But now putting some passes together in midfield. A very interesting strike from way out.
Hit
Again,
more in hope than expectation.
yeah.
though.
But we see the plan, Eli, basically to take that shot and try to catch Fatal off guard.
Of course, Fatah is Ted Augustine. He's been around for some time, very experienced.
Ted Augustine is the official name.
Government. Registered.
Ball punted upfield. Good control there by Wright. Good first touch. Again, and Shane Paul stamping his authority in midfield. Continue down the red side. Goalkeeper, the left back. Ensuring there's no further progress for Miku. Trying to cross that one, or probably an intended shot from the left side. Not making the right connection. There's a good pass there for Rai on the right side.
Good interception, but rash shot there.
That's where the composure comes in.
Yeah, Lauren Marsler there. The number 5 for Miku.
From watching, you could see clearly that both teams have the intention of keeping the football in midfield and then either using either flank to monitor attack and then getting a cross in. Seems to be the mainstay of both teams. But as of now, they have not been able to settle Eli and put some, a consistency in terms of passing and keeping the football. We could see what they want to do. But the consistency just not there.
It's been very start-stop, but Miku there have a nice little passage of play. Again, losing out. Yeah.
If you're for North opting to go all the way back. Trying to draw the opposition towards them. Attempted through ball. Not enough on this one. Good intention.
Trying nice to squeeze. Ball, yeah.
Nice trying to squeeze that pass through. Not bad at all. It's a free kick for Miku, midway in the half of Vieux-Fort North. Basically looking for an up and over. It was neither. No up, no over. Straight into the one-man wall.
So there's a Nova.
Fashion over. Again, I mentioned earlier how bizarre it is. Goals can be scored from this end. Cool one. clearly, in terms of Eli, the level that VF4 North and Miku are at, that they have a lot of work to if they want to play in the Premier League.
They probably also need to try to dip into the transfer window as well. Maybe pick up a player or two. I mean, that's always difficult when you're not in the Premier League. The Premier League is the money league. So that's where most of the quality players will want to ply their trade. Might have to get the youth academy going.
Miku clearly missed out on some quality. Very much reserved in how they play. Good defensive recovery there by the youngster, blocking up that cross from Shane Paul.
Offside flag up there. So far, nothing to really write home about. No team has posed any serious sort of threat to either custodian.
Basically, they're just playing within themselves and not able to, thread that ball in any dangerous way to cause a situation where the defense could be shocked or goalkeepers making a save. Both teams, there are instances where we have seen where they're trying to put that ball through but unable to be successful with the passes. So a lot of possession here and there, but nothing meaningful as yet.
Ball tried to play forward there to Rai Gaspar. Nothing happening there. Again, Miku losing out. For North as well, losing out. Throw in for Miku.
Not only, Eli, that we haven't seen any goal-threatening situations, but the game seems to be very quiet.
Yeah, it is.
Two nice teams, they're quite content with how they play. Nobody want to overextend themselves.
You're also not even really hearing players barking out instructions to one another.
Two comfortable teams. And that's where the coaching staff comes in. You need to pass on instructions that, come on guys, let's raise the tempo of the game.
Well, like you always say, the table does not lie. Both of these teams, as I said, on 3 points.
We see VF4 North from the back. Plays that ball into midfield.
Yes, there's a slight comfort for VF1 North because they've only played 3 matches thus far.
A little battle in midfield there. VFO North come out with the football, plays on to the right side. Searching cross. No one able to get onto it. Defender clears. Possession stays for VFO North out on the left side.
Trying the combination play. They're not really working out, but before North still in the ascendancy, still in the attacking position. Ball swung across there. And off goes Miku.
Pass a little too central. He wanted that ball towards the right side for Rai. Rai battling it out. There's another through ball for number 9. Ball comes across. Goalkeeper barely getting onto it. Rai trying to swivel and take a shot at the same time. Just over the bar. I think this has been Miku's most meaningful possession with a shot at the end. But it results in a goal kick for VFO North, but not bad a spell of play for Miku.
Yeah, I think it's the most intent we've seen from either side this far. It was pretty much all concocted by the efforts of Rai Gaspar, fighting to win possession back there after slightly wayward pass from Paul.
And we see a through ball on the left side. Oh,
Nice cut back there.
Oh, Fatah making himself bigger. Using the experience, cutting off the angle, but good interplay there by VFO North, trying to jinx his way into the goal.
Yeah, that's Gavin Inglis on the
Chops
left
back
flank.
on the left foot, and goalkeeper coming out and making himself big, thereby avoiding any situation of a goal.
You know what I'd like to see, though, Critic, is when the keepers rush out at players and go to their feet. A nice little dink.
Yeah,
It's like we're kind of lacking that skill set.
yeah. Many times I think you've said so, and it can work, But again, it has to be part of your repertoire. I don't think it's something that's going to happen overnight. It has to be something that you would have to be accustomed of doing, to employ that, But good observation, Eli.
Wow.
I'll tell you something. There is always something happening in that goal area.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's always something. I mean, you guys said it on your program this morning, and I can tell you, there is always something happening. Once that ball is in the area down there, there is something happening. There is something's going to happen. So let's be mindful of this.
What did you say the last time out? The land, the people, the light?
That's right. This time it was the land, You see how Fatah landed. But Giovanni determined it was the light. But this instance, there was the land, I'll let you know when it's the people. YouTube. Right there, YouTube. Yeah. And as we say so, Eli, we see the young man bearing the Chelsea shirt. Chelsea winning their first encounter after 2 games in the Premier League. And their shirts are out. Meantime, back to live action on the Philip Master ground. We see VFO North in possession. Ball into midfield, a through ball. Just ahead of the defense. Sort of pass you want. Here's a situation, strike and goal. Eli, here is the first goal.
He's
Being
offside.
blown offside.
Offside, yeah.
The midfielder, I think is the captain for VFO North, would want to take a better shot, get some more purchase on this one, thereby at least causing a save by the goalkeeper. But the man before him just stood in an offside position, and the AR1 just putting up the flag almost instantly.
Yeah, the cutback from the wide player was not a bad idea, but automatically it would have put all the forward players in an offside position.
Yeah. I think the shot could have been better, much better. Miku keeping good possession, playing his ball onto the left side. Good trickery there. Shane Paul in
Nifty
midfield,
play there.
trying to spread, but a little too much on this one. We'd have to have some lightning speed to get on there.
Yeah, Paul's range of passing has
Yeah,
been a little off.
not like him actually. Harry Shane again, better pass. Just a little onto it. You know, I don't know if you realize, but Shane has become a little more stocky. So which means, at his age now, he spends a lot of time in the gym. So I don't know if he hasn't gotten the grips with the pace of the ground or probably the feel of the ball just yet. But these are passes that are normally elementary for Shane Paul.
Yeah, foul there on Lauren Masler. Good attempt trying to get that ball through there.
Yeah, I think the game has called for, or probably we have seen several attempts, but neither team basically just haven't really got it just yet. There's another football searching. Defender doing well to recover.
Put out into a touch by Leonard Casimir, the dreadlock number 14 for Miku.
Not bad an attempt. It's a little lower. Could have caused some trouble for the goalkeeper. Oh, good trick with a good turn. Clearly, his left foot isn't his favorite foot.
I was about to say it looks like it's good for standing.
Standing room only. But we still must praise the VFO North team for trying to put a little pressure on the back line of Miku. Here again, they in possession, very patient in the final third, trying to put passes together. There's another attempt. A situation of too many legs there.
You know, V4 poses a very unique scenario, presents a very unique scenario when it comes to commentary because we're kind of in the heart of everything. Whereas other venues, we sort of away. So we get to see all of the fans walking through and
Right
how
before
they
us.
interact, and
Yeah,
we even get to hear some of the comments.
yeah, right before us, eh? So it puts us in the thick of things.
Very much so. And sometimes the things are very thick.
Especially in the south. Yeah.
Turnout has been very good.
My goodness. My goodness. That was clearly an opportunity there for VFO North. All he had to do, Eli, was just push the ball away from the goalkeeper, and he could have had a tap in.
I think he tried to do that. There's a little bobble. We see on the replay there.
Yeah.
It's a chance missed, though. For VFO North, though, there's a real threat down the left-hand side by Gavin Inglis. Seems to be the player that could go past his man, look into the box to get a ball in. What we've not really seen of him outside of that shot earlier on is, him looking to set up his own self. But he's been very much the attacking threat for VFO North thus far in this game.
Yeah, he has been the bright spark. Not only for VFO North, but for the entire game, actually. He seems to be the one only trying to light it up and creating some havoc when he gets the football. Other than that, everybody has just been very, pedestrian, just shutting around, not really wanting to play with any intensity or purpose to a certain extent. So we must credit the youngster. Just approaching the 44th minute thereabout. And we can say it's been quiet between the two, VFO North and Miku. No history to say, Eli, to talk about between those two teams. Can't recall any rivalry or any situation. That being said, there's an opportunity for VFO North. Strike, defend the blocks.
The VFO North forward players, they kind of look like they need a little bit too much time when they get that ball in advanced areas. Of course, with the exception of Gavin Inglis, he's been more decisive. You get that ball in the box, you want to be able to make up your mind quickly, as we see a good ball played across then. Wow. Fluffing of his lines there. Looked a dangerous scenario presenting itself there. We look at the replay. A good ball put across, critics.
Yeah, you basically had to go in there for a little more conviction. He went in there half-heartedly. I mean, if you want to score a goal, you have to put your mind onto it and go in there and see if you can get that ball over the line. So he basically went there to say, well, yeah, I went. But he wasn't really, forceful in his approach. That's something that clearly Miku will want to look back on. It's an opportunity that they missed. And when you miss chances in football, they sometimes come back to haunt you.
I believe that was Shervin Edith there, fluffing his lines after some good work by Lauren Marsler to put that one across. And there goes VFO North again. Wow. Almost calamity there for Makuna and Fanis. Got that one all wrong, the number 2 there. But it's good to see the goalkeeper finding a little humor in that. You could literally see him saying to Fanis, what was that? What happened?
No, I think he was trying to clear that ball upfield with his left foot. But it resulted in a strike on goal. He was very lucky. Very, very lucky.
That is to show you the extent of the miskick there by Makonan Fanis that my trusty comrade would describe it as a strike on goal.
It'll be a shot on goal for sure. Keeper will have to make a save.
It's probably the best attempt we've seen on the Miku goal so far, and it's by a Miku player.
So it's a corner for VF4 North.
Short corner taken. A little earlier on, we were speaking about the quality in the squads. Have to do much better than that if you want to pick up points in this fixture. If you want to pick up points in any fixture, have to have that little bit of quality.
Both teams basically have to do better. As we continue, free kick for VF4 North. VF4 North trying to play within themselves in half. It's a foul committed there, ball going up.
That's exactly what I mean, critic. Ball played into feet and just not able to make the most of it in a timely manner. Is that the halftime whistle? I believe it is. All right, well, at the half, it's 0-0. VF4 North 0, Miku 0.
Well, at the half, it is we mention of our sponsors for this year's tournament. On my sponsors list, we do have National Lottery Authority, Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, Fox Youth Coma. Also, we do have other shops in Lucia, the agents for Brother Ciders. Also, we do have Brother Ciders on the list. And Ciders is going out 2-4-10 all tournament long under the Ciders tent. Also, we do have Bank of St. Lucia, St. Lucia Football Association. So, final on my list, we have Invest in Lucia. And in the meantime, between time, Choice Sounds will circumcise your heads before you.
confess. Say nobody hit it right like me. She confess. Bend down, get on your knees, girl, never digress. Ooh, she really wanna flex with me. She wanna break bread with me. Bad man looking good in the air. Bad man drip to the cup. Spot cars parked on the right spot. Bad man sweet and you know. Bad man looking good in the air. Bad man drip to the cup. Spot cars parked on the right spot. Bad man sweet and you know. Clean it, you won't be me. Screw the niggas, they won't be me. Ice on me, looking fresh and clean. Definitely put me eye patch on me. Take my vanilla cold stone in my villa. The one job yo is a sativa on go. Say she never seen a guy like me. She confess. Say nobody hit it right like me. She confess. Sabi girl no dey too like dog. Animals they in human form. Body man nobody like work, but you must hustle if you want job. You no finish they won't fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No come they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Come on mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady go.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Clear your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Clear your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Clear your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Clear your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
Once I breathe in, all of my family okay. So when you see me jamming inside the party, being happy now is my priority. Cause when this all got hit in my soul, good vibes start to unfold. Nothing taking this feeling from me. So I say life's sweet, I ain't rich, but I'm blessed. So I'm feeling irate, I'm feeling irate. Life's sweet, I ain't rich, but I'm blessed. So I just want party, I just want party. Here we go. Happy is a happy, oh yeah. No time for stress now. Happy is a happy, oh yes. I'm just living my best now. Happy is a happy, oh yeah. The girls don't even know. Happy is a happy, oh yeah. Once I got my bottle of Henny, nothing can stress me. A sexy girl to wine on me. Nothing can stress me.
Welcome back to our game in the second half. This is the first of 2 to be played here tonight. Let me make mention to you that Central Castries, they are down to play Swazel, our final encounter for tonight before we break to go into the L. Of course, the Zooks will be playing here tomorrow night, and of course, following night. Now they're going to keep about 2 days again. I think they have about 4 games or 5 games to be here. We'll all between before North and Amico. Central Castries was the next. Back
And back to live action at the Philip Master Ground. You're witnessing VF4 North taking on Miku. Of course, the score is still 0-all. And Eli, as I just navigated the ground during the break, some fans were telling you that, the table doesn't lie in terms of quality and where those teams at. So both teams certainly have a lot of work to do to impress in the second half. And as I say so, we have a searching pass up top, just over the top.
I think we saw one decent chance for each side, either side in the first half. That was about it. Nothing much to write home about. You can tell when you're at the Philip Master grounds and you're not hearing any reaction from the crowd. You can tell the mood and the feel of the game from that. It's normally a very vociferous crowd down here at the Philip
Moans and
Master
groans
ground.
and reaction. As we see so, we see a little flurry of patrons coming in. I highly suspect that they're here to support Choiseul.
Fluffed his lines there, the defender, but so does the attacker. Not seeming to get any proper contact on the ball there. Ball is bobbling up and down a little bit as we see or we hear penalty shout. It's probably the most noise we've heard on the pitch for tonight, that penalty shout there. Let's see if we can probably get a replay of that. See what just transpired there. Free kick there for North. Of course, the next game on the cards for this evening will be in the Premier League. Choiseul, a resurgent Choiseul team. They'll be taking on the boys from Central Castries. Ball played forward there, but goalkeeper for Miku on it. Ill advised there by the defender, putting his keeper under pressure there. And, good save by the keeper, but you would think that the attacker would have driven the ball a little more into the box. He had already dispossessed Leonard Casimir there. That being Dylan Johnson, the striker.
Yeah, I think on dispossessing the defender, you'd want him to carry just a little more in the area to get a better angle in terms of his shot. And if the defender would have to recover, we'd basically have to foul him. So that's a little more experience needed in that situation. But the goalkeeper came up trumps with a timely save.
Yeah, good save there.
one of the highlights of the game so far. Pata just moving swiftly to his right and sort of reflex action save. Remember, in the next encounter, we do have the return of Pernal William, who is a main figure for Central Castries. I'm hoping this time around that he has his head screwed on right, because Pernal is so vital when we hear of Central Castries, Eli.
But Central missed his services along with that of Ants in the last game in the midfield. And there's a good shot there. Way for North. This time got it right. Got a little further into the box. A right-footed shot. Stayed low. Goes into the right corner of Ted Augustine, who will be disappointed there. But that looks like Christopher Gilbert. Is that who I'm seeing there? Is that number?
Goalkeeper standing no chance at this point. Good finish, good clinical finish. Just putting the ball just away from the goalkeeper's reach. True composure. And that is the sort of finish that you would need to see before North going up 1-0 versus Miku.
It's the number 6 player there for Vayfor North.
Vayfor North, of course, would welcome that goal. There's a through ball towards the right side. Ball played, keeping one-touch play. A little too much onto this one. Defender intercepting comfortably. Bad pass. Vayfor North in control again. Oh, good trickery ball coming across. Headed there by the youngster. Could have done better.
Should have done
A
better.
little better if his technique, Eli. He would want to boot that ball in the direction where it came from. Rather, he opted to boot down. But the ball didn't have enough
I don't think
pace
he made
onto
proper
it.
contact with it.
There you go. You see, bad contact. Bad contact. He would want to miss the chance.
Maybe a little too much Vaseline in the hair, maybe.
I don't think I would think more like coconut oil. They keep possession. That is Vayfor North. Not bad an attempt. Eli is in a little chance there for Vayfor North. Vayfor North now doubling the lead. Fortuous block which ricocheted in his path. And the striker making no mistake, just pouncing on this one. Now the goalkeeper asks questions of his defense. And it's 2-0 in favor of Vayfor North.
Yeah, they often say football is a game of two halves. First half, we didn't see too much goal-mouth action. Second half, just 10 minutes in, it's 2-0 in favor of Vayfor North. I must say, the introduction of the number 6 for Vayfor North, I think, has turned the tide in their favor.
There's Viafonov on the charge again.
There he goes again. He's onside. Tracked back on that one and a shot there.
Another attempt there by Viafonov. Chances are coming plentiful right now. The Miku team looks lost in terms of what they should do. Searching pass towards the left side. Viafonov now taking the game to Miku. And it seems a little too much for them right now. It's all Viafonov in terms of possession, shots on goal, goals being scored. The second half has really been going their way for Viafonov. There's a through ball attempt there by Shane Paul. Quick recovery by Viafonov. Ball played out of touch, thereby allowing the defense to regroup itself. Most definitely, the second half has brought about some good fortunes for Viafonov. All they have to do is to maintain their shape defensively, and that should put them through the 90 minutes. Shane Paul trying to rally his troops.
Miku sort of looked devoid of ideas, devoid of imagination, critic,
Yeah.
to figure out how to get around what Viafonov is throwing at them.
And they play very slow as well, allowing the Viafonov team enough time to regroup defensively and basically make out what they're trying to do. They need to play that ball a little quicker into each other. And as I say so, there's an opportunity. Good interception there by Viafonov. This is what you'd want to see. Get the ball upfield a little quicker and try to put in some intricate passes to, draw the attention of the defenders from Viafonov. And who knows? Now they have a corner. Let's see if they can get something out of this.
Ball coming across there and
Good take, goalkeeper.
dealt with well enough. Ready for North keeper. That's Gavin Gopal.
A little better cross from VFO North.
Just starting to see some of the Miku players' shoulders dropping there.
Yeah.
Still quite a bit of time to go in this one.
Yeah, they want to do better with this one. He made up his mind earlier whether it be a cross or a cutback. Nothing came out of it.
Based on what I just saw from the forward player when the ball eventually came to him, maybe a little lack of trust and confidence in the teammate, maybe causing him to not.
Decide what's better to do. I still think he had enough time, Eli. So must, a shot. At least make the goalkeeper save.
I actually would have opted for a pass. He had two of his players on the opposite side, just roll the ball across and allow them to run onto it. But then again, we saw him pipe one into the bottom right-hand corner a little early on.
Yeah, so the confidence grew.
Miku just looking a little wilted now.
Yeah. But we have seen teams be wilted and still find this little burst of energy. Just one goal they need just to get that burst.
Yeah, but you first need to have one or two players that have that little spark critic that can fire up the rest of the crew, put in a crunching tackle, get past his player with a nice dribble, something to get the mood of his teammates up. Or at the very least, you want to hear your captain barking out orders.
Yeah. Try to inspire.
Try to inspire
the
the team,
Yeah.
So Miku needs to find something from somewhere, and they need to do so quickly. It's just about 25 minutes of regulation time to go, and along with stoppage time.
That's a poor pass in the middle. I think Miku is basically just giving the ball back to VFO North.
I come and say, nobody is telling me, still have them.
chance there for Miku, ball coming across in the goal area. Nobody able to put a foot onto it. However, they still have momentum, trying to claw back into this game, but not decisive enough in their passes, especially in the final third.
That's sort of been the story of the night. Sort of for both teams. We saw Veyfon North sort of burst into life there for about 10 minutes. They sort of kind of dropped back into that mold critic of not being too fluid in their passing, not being decisive in front of goal.
And all that Veyfon North want is the final whistle to get that vital 3 points. Just to shift the needle a bit.
Yeah, it definitely will shift the needle. It'll push them up one place. And of course, they have a game in hand that's against Babono, still to play. Babono is firmly rooted at the bottom of the table on 1 point. So Veyfon North, they could get the 3 points here, they will feel buoyed by this victory. They will feel like they still have an opportunity to get in there.
Something to go home with and look forward to the next fixture. Yeah, you're not hearing much instructions coming from the Miku bench. That being said, Veyfon North tapping, just wrongly positioned in the box. Could have had a tap in.
And that's that little bright spark we saw there. That's Gavin Inglis on the left flank. We saw him really trying to put the team on his back in the first half. And there he goes again with a nice foray, getting past his marker, that being Stefan Klese, and the right back position for Miku. Putting the ball in a dangerous area. He's on the ball again. This time plays it back into midfield.
Foul on Shane Paul, resulting in a yellow card. What do you think Miku can do, Eli? At least. Still have at least what? Some 20 odd minutes left.
I think you made mention of it earlier, Critic. I think they need to make an adjustment and try to play a little bit more direct. What they've been doing for the last 17 minutes definitely has not been working. They've not provided themselves with those cutting-edge opportunities. So maybe trying to go more direct before the defense of Veyfon North is settled and really in place.
Basically, just trying to put them under pressure, force them into mistakes.
Yeah.
You could be a little scrappy at times, just to.
I always say you
claw your way
want a mark of a good attacking team is when you get defenders running towards their own goal.
That's right.
And we've not seen that. Veyfon North has been very comfortable. The game has been in front of them pretty much for the entire night. So that's something they probably want to look at, make that sort of adjustment.
Against you. Meanwhile, it is still 2-0 in favor of VF4 North. And like Elias mentioned, by the time they made that substitution, they seem to have just taken over the game in spurts more or less, but they were able to create chances and get on the score sheet.
Well, that's kind of what you want from your substitutions, the ability to impact the game in a positive way. We've seen that particularly from the number 6 of VF4 North.
That's the problem Miku have been having. They haven't been able to stitch passes together and make progress upfield. Stopping play due to an injury. Stoppage in play, a little tension for a player from VF4 North. We should resume. Miku just trying to keep that ball within themselves. Handle ball call on Shane. Tremaine Paul. It's Tremaine, right? Tremaine Paul.
Correct.
Tremaine, yeah. I keep saying Shane. Tremaine Paul, yeah. Another searching pass down the flank by VF4 North. Seems to be their mode of attack, using either flank with speed. That being said, here is a speedster taking on the defense of trying one from way out. Trying to add some zest from this Miku team.
Cody Fairness introduced into the game, and that's probably what they need, Critic, that directness.
Yeah.
A player running at the back four and getting them to retreat, getting them to not be as organized.
You're correct. Not having the VF4 North defense settle for anything. Just try to deal with what's coming at them.
And it's fresh, so should be able to make those runs repeatedly for the next 15 odd minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a rough night at the office for Leonard Casimir, the number 14 for Miku. We saw him dispossessed a little earlier on, having a bit of a torrid time there.
Look at how the press of Vifonov putting pressure on the player there for Miku. Interesting flick there, didn't come off. Yeah, trying to slip this one through, but the goalkeeper, the defender was able to just deflect it. We're on to the 80th minute of play. So if ever Miku wants to mount a challenge of coming back, it would have to be from now onwards. But I don't see it happening. It's been tough for them. Very, very, very tough. Miku trying to win the battle with some tenacity. But what's needed there is cool heads and see how you could put some passes together and score. But we see some tough tackling from the Miku lads at the back. And basically what Vifonov has to do is ride those tackles and milk the clock. Of course, we do have a second encounter. Well, we'll see Central Castries do battle versus Swazel. Just giving the ball back to the opponent. Searching pass on the left side. Player being called offside, so the ball goes back to Miku. Yeah, we need to see some progressive passing by Miku. We're not seeing that. Here's a long ball. Oh, very interesting shot there. Trying to catch the goalkeeper out. Swerving left shot. Left foot shot, but not able to beat Patal in goal. We have an injury. The physio coming on to deal with it. Some attention needed there for a Miku player. Can't make out who it is just yet. Late in the encounter, we see Miku trying to put passes together, but just within themselves, not really making some steady progress per se. Just in midfield. Defender doing well to come across.
You had 90. You understand? Not now you have to rush. You've been at the time to do that.
I thought come now the game's still going on. What happened to the game?
Not much time in the encounter. Seems clearly that VF North came to do a job and they've been successful. Clearly not Miku's night. And on the back of this is the final whistle between Miku and VF North. VF North winning comfortably, I would say, 2-0. They turned on the fancy in the second half, thereby yielding in victory. And as I pointed earlier, they clearly shifted the navel in terms of the points standings, and they were just able to get off. We do have a second encounter which will feature Central Castries. That will be the Tier 1 versus Choiseul. Tennis in Glasgow. Elijah William will be back shortly.
Well, at the end of our first two encounters there, we got off with the victory over Nico by 2-0. The Castries will be
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic